6:48 is the time here this morning. If you're just joining us, glad to have you along for the Smart Start. I'm Brennan Summers, covering every angle of this winter storm and the aftermath as we're digging out to start this week after the most snow we've had in a long time. Live team coverage for you. Ron will join us in a second out on some of the roads. First, we have James here with the satellite and radar. A few flakes still flying there, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. We got some big flakes that are moving around kind of on the very back edge of this system, and you can see them just sliding on through. We still have a winter storm warning in effect for most of the region into tonight. A little bit of lake effect could keep that snow around into early tomorrow morning as well. How much snow could we expect over the next several hours? About an inch or so, I would say, of fresh snow on top of the nearly foot that most people got. And this is what we're preparing for. Numbers staying below our average low temperature. We'll take a look at the 8-day forecast at the end of the show. Brennan.
All right, thank you, James. Now let's get out to Iran and our chief photographer, Eric, behind the wheel in Webster.
Yeah, Brennan, these flakes are really coming down now. So before, what we were talking about is mainly the roads, and that's still the big story. But now you're dealing with some visibility issues. Again, not tremendously difficult, nothing like we were seeing yesterday, but it is still something that you're going to have to deal with on that morning commute. Now, the roads are slick, lots of snow off to the sides, but we are seeing those plows out, salt trucks out, getting those roads ready for those morning commuters. If you haven't gotten to your car though since yesterday, you do have that foot plus of snow still on top of it, so that's going to be your biggest hindrance to your morning commute. Get out there early, clear off that car, and of course that driveway. If you haven't gotten to that either, you're dealing with quite a bit of snow, so you're risking your car getting stuck if you do not dig that out beforehand. Of course, there are, you do have to take your time as you're out on the road. It does seem to be that people are getting stuck just now as we're seeing it. We just saw a car kind of unable to get out. So you do have to take your time this morning as you're heading out the door for that morning commute. If you don't have to get out there and you are able to work remotely or stay home in any capacity, I highly recommend that you do that. For now, reporting Ron Spitzer, News 8.
Stay home, enjoy your time with your family, stay safe, stay warm.
Ron said it, then you heard the same thing from Rochester Amherst's very own Devin Levi, the goaltender. We just happened to find him, one of the people we spoke with during the worst of the storm Sunday. At that time, hundreds of plows were out working overtime already around the region to keep up with the snowfall to come. The conditions were a concern. You see this person to our west, getting close to Buffalo on the thruway, spinning out, but able to keep going forward. Those conditions can be found on a number of city streets here. Some problems for people planning ahead, those trying to get out to get some work done, and those just trying to get home.
It's definitely a cold winter in Rochester. We're stuck at work in the parking lot trying to move the car.
I'm stuck trying to get out this snow. It's very, very bad out here.
We're going to be shoveling and snow blowing until question mark, so probably not going to get a whole lot of sleep for the next 48 hours.
A story here also to Buffalo and downstate and Long Island. The storm shutting down cities. New York City has been clearing all 5 of the boroughs. The highest totals there reported to be in Queens, about a foot.
You need to enjoy this time. So the snow is a great time. So I love this time.
Brings you back to when you're younger. When you grow up, you realize you don't like it anymore, you just tolerate it. But when you're younger, you love it, you like it, you see all the excitement that you could do and, the excitement that it brings to the people that's around you, snowball fight, etc., etc.
And kids can do that today. Snow day is declared for our local schools, including for the region's largest district, RCSD. Even the malls closed early Sunday afternoon for the day. Mayor Malik Evans did declare a state of emergency for Rochester. All city facilities closed for this Monday. Garbage and recycling collections, those will be delayed a day this week. 3 arsoners will have special hours. That'll be between noon to 4. All others will be closed. You see the list there on your screen. We have more coverage all throughout the morning during our our cut-ins every half hour throughout CBS Mornings and Midday News 8 at noon, and of course over at rochesterfirst.com. Some other news we are following as some new details are coming out about this deadly shooting of an ICU nurse in Minneapolis by federal agents. About 1,000 people marched through the streets Sunday demanding ICE leave their city. There's a growing memorial for Alex Preddy, the second U.S. citizen killed in Minneapolis by federal agents this month. Multiple cell phone videos capture the moments before and after Preddy was shot. In that footage, he is seen holding a phone before officers tackle him. One appeared to retrieve a gun and turn away. Then agents shot and killed Preddy. Now, Preddy was a lawful gun owner with a permit to carry a handgun in the state. The city's police chief described the frustration of the people of Minnesota in the wake of this weekend's shooting of Preddy and then previously of Renee Good.
This is the third shooting now in less than 3 weeks. The Minneapolis Police Department went the entire year last year recovering about 900 guns from the street, arresting hundreds and hundreds of violent offenders, and we didn't shoot anyone. This is not sustainable.
The Trump administration has repeatedly blamed Preddy and Good for deadly confrontations with agents. In a statement, the parents of Preddy say, quote, "The sickening lies told about our son by the administration are reprehensible and disgusting. Please get the truth out about our son." You see this one from Monroe County Executive Adam Bello. He says what is happening in Minnesota must stop, adding he is outraged by the actions of federal officers and their use of lethal force for the second time in a matter of weeks, and by the ongoing willingness of the Trump administration to mislead the American public about what we see on video. End quote. We'll go inside the huddle here at 6:55. The Buffalo Bills still searching for their next head coach, and they have completed yet another interview, this time with the current offensive coordinator in Jacksonville with the Jags, Grant Udinski. At just 30, he's the youngest candidate we know of to be interviewed so far. The Pennsylvania native started his career coaching in Carolina as an offensive assistant before spending 3 seasons in Minnesota in the same role. 2025 marked his first season as an offensive coordinator. Under Udinski, the Jags offense was 6th in the league in points per game, 11th in yards per outing. From weeks 9 to 18, the second half, Jacksonville put up more than 32 points in each matchup on average. That was the second best in the NFL. Sunrise traffic, finally, before we get ready to say goodbye here for our sunrise portion of the show. Yeah, more flakes flying there from our Greater Rock Sky Eye. And then, James, we get ready for what has fallen, what is still to come. Yeah. Just stick around for days and days and days.
Good little burst moving through right now. You can see that there, not only on that, but radar showing the same thing as well. 8-day forecast here. Snow showers will linger next several days here. It's just so cold that any wind out of the west or the north will mean lake effect.
We will see you at 9 o'clock on the Rochester First streaming app for the Monday edition of Second Cup of Sunrise. It's also streaming, of course, at the top of rochesterfirst.com. CBS Mornings on the way at 7. We're back on your TV at 7:25.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on rochesterfirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.